Welcome to the Record Machine Show podcast. And now, here's your host, James Michael Hollenstein.
Today we have a fantastic show prepared for you featuring an interview with singer-songwriter Amber May. Amber was born in High Wycombe, England, but her childhood was spent exploring the world. Her father was instrumental in the rise of Cisco systems, which caused the family to relocate multiple times to places like California, Singapore, Bali, and finally back to the UK. Her fresh single, Love You Right, is the follow-up to her debut hit, Run Away With Me. And once you hear her soulful vocals join in, it's a sure thing. With production by the legendary Stuart Epps, who's collaborated with Elton John, Led Zeppelin, and George Harrison, it's another slice of pop brilliance. But before we jump into the interview, let us enjoy her latest single, Love You Right.
Watching you, I really like your style. And do you know you make me weak when you hit me with that smile? So come a little closer, cause I wanna see you dance. You seem like you could use something to take you in a chance. Love you right, baby, let me love you right. Talk to me, darling, tell me what's been on your mind. You seem like you could use something, just give you some time. I know you wanna come with me, so wanna make a bet that if you do, you'll have a night that you will not forget. Love you right, baby, let me love you right. Know that things are going wrong, but let me love you right. Promise you I'm all you need to get you through the night. Come a little closer, boy, and let me hold you tight. Even when there's nothing left, just let me love you right. I can elevate you, I can put you right on top. And baby, I can swear to you that I will never stop. Wanna know a secret? You're the only one I want. Cause baby, you give me a high, I never want to stop. Love you right, baby, let me love you right. You look like you need some love, so baby, come with me. And I will give you everything that you will ever need. So go ahead and trust me, boy, I promise you it's true. That if you trust in me now, I will give myself to you. Love you right, baby, let me love you right. I know that things are going wrong, but let me love you right. I promise you I'm all you need to get you through the night. Come a little closer, boy, and let me hold you tight. Even when there's nothing left, just let me love you right. Oh, baby, let me love you right, yeah. Let me love you right, yeah. Right, baby, let me love you right.
You just caught the new single, Love You Right, by Amber May. And I'm thrilled to have her on the line for an interview. Amber, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm hanging in there. I've had a little bit of a like a stomach bug, and the doctors had given me some antibiotics. It kind of makes me a little, groggy, or
Yeah.
I guess it's good that I get to rest a little bit, right?
Yeah, that is good.
So tell me, where were you born and raised?
I was born in England I don't even remember what the town's called, if I'm honest. Um, but I lived here for about a year and then I moved to California because my dad does business. And we were there for 4 years, 4.5 maybe even. My little sister was born there. And then I moved back to England and we moved around a bit more after that. But yeah, I had quite an international childhood.
So you're living back in England again?
Yeah, now I am.
What part?
It's called Reading. It's kind of southwest from London. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. I got some friends that live in the UK as well. So yeah,
Have you ever been?
it rains a lot there, right?
It does, yeah.
And that's
Sadly.
that's quite of a difference between California, because they say it never rains in California. Very rare, it rains there.
I don't remember it raining there. Whereabouts are you?
Well, there's actually a song, "It Never Rains in California." You probably never
Is
heard it.
there?
Yeah, but it's an
Oh,
older
okay.
song. It's like from the 70s, but a guy named Albert Hammond wrote that song, and it was like a one-hit wonder, but it was a really cool song. "It Never
have a
Rains
look.
in California."
Okay, I'll remember that. Whereabouts are you based?
I'm in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I have actually. We've got friends all over the US.
Yeah, it's pretty warm here today. It's about 85 degrees right now, and it's only 11 a.m., so it'll probably get a
Wow.
little bit warmer. Probably hit like maybe 90 by 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. And in here, it's like almost like California, too. It'll rain, and it'll only rain for like 30 minutes, and then it'll stop, and the rest of the day it'll be sunny. It's
And it's
weird.
beautiful again.
But I grew up in New Jersey, right outside New York City. And sometimes it would rain. It would rain for a couple of days. So it's quite a bit
Really?
different here. Yeah. And we don't get no snow here either. So that's pretty
Neither
cool.
do we.
Yeah. When I lived in New Jersey, I used to have to shovel like 2 feet of snow sometimes in the middle of the winter just to get my car out of the driveway.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't miss that at all. I seen snow actually once since I've lived here, and it happened this year. It was like 2 inches of snow. And the last time it snowed here was about 25 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you first become interested in music, and when did you start playing an instrument or singing?
I've been interested in music since I was born, I think. My mum, she always loved music and she was always singing. She wasn't a singer, but she always used to sing me to bed and things like that. And when we moved around, I lived in Singapore from about 9 till 12, maybe a bit younger even. And in that time, I was homeschooled by my mum and I learned a lot of music then. I got given my first guitar, and that's when I started writing music at about 9, I would say. And yeah, I didn't stop from there.
Pretty cool. Who were some of your earliest musical influences growing up?
I love all the old jazzy soul sounds. So I love Nina Simone, Louis Armstrong. I love Etta James. Amy Winehouse is my number one favorite singer of all time.
I could see that.
You can tell.
When Lisa and Michael sent over the promotional package for your music, that's the first thing that came to my mind when I heard you. I was
Thank
like,
you
she's
so much.
definitely inspired by Amy.
Yeah,
She was brilliant. It was sad what happened to her.
it really was. Yeah.
I mean, she probably would have made a ton of great music had she still been here,
Yeah.
This podcast will showcase 2 of your songs, Love You Right and Run Away With Me. Can you share the inspiration and the stories behind these songs?
Oh, to be honest, I have a songbook, and whenever I get an idea for a lyric or something, I write it in this book, and it has random receipts and napkins and random things just in this big book. And sometimes I'll look through it and just get inspired. And I think both of the songs I wrote when I was away traveling, I get a lot of inspiration when I'm away from home and my normal environment. And then I think I just started and didn't stop. And normally when I start writing, it just keeps coming to me. And then on that same day for both of the songs, I just kept going and made the song on my computer. I have basic software, so I can edit it and add a rough beat. And then I sent it to my producer, and he loved it.
Wow. So those are the only two songs that you have outdone professionally so far?
I have one more that was in the EP with Run Away With Me, and that one's a bit more slow and rocky.
Yeah, I noticed there was two music videos on your YouTube page for the singles we just talked about. You have other videos up there as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are from behind the scenes things we've done or just other content we've made. Yeah, a few covers as well.
Awesome. So, anybody who's listening to this, they want to check out your videos, definitely go to your YouTube page, right?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Can you describe your typical songwriting process? Do you begin with lyrics, the melody, or something else?
I begin with the lyrics. So normally, yeah, I'll get an idea in my head and I'll write out all the lyrics first for the whole song. And then I'll decide which bit's the chorus and which bit of the verses and which bit of which. And then I add normally a bass or some chords and then a beat to it.
Nice. Now, do lyrics just come to you randomly? Like you could be driving in the car or sitting somewhere in the park and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I got to write this down,
They literally do. Yeah, just it always happens at the most spontaneous times as well. It's never when I'm sat trying to do it. It's always when I don't have my songbook as well. So I always have to just find whatever I've got or ask for a pen and paper quickly and write it.
Yeah, another thing too is you could put a recorder app on your cell phone. You could always
yeah, I have that as well. That's what
sing
I do.
into your phone, right? While you're out.
Yeah, when I get an idea, I just quickly.
I interviewed some guy once. He told me that he used to dream about songs and it's like while he was asleep and he would wake up in the middle of the night and just start writing stuff down.
That's amazing.
Now, do you come up with the title for the song after you write the lyrics?
Yes, I do. Normally at the end, once I've decided what's the chorus and everything, and then I'll read it through and I'm like, oh, what can I imagine it being called? Sometimes the title's really hard, if I'm honest, though.
Yeah.
I've only released 3 songs, but I've written hundreds and it's so difficult. So many of them are untitled.
Now, you say you've written hundreds. Do you plan on going back and revisiting those things that you wrote and try to create a piece out of it?
I do indeed. I plan on doing something with every single thing that I've written so far. So just over time, I guess.
That's awesome. Well, I guess you got a lot of work ahead of you if you've written 100 songs and you've only recorded 3 of them so far.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
Got a lot to do.
Yeah. What role do producers, sound engineers, or other team members play in your creative process?
Oh, that's a good question. Normally, I'll have the idea based out of, I'll know roughly how I want the song to sound and I'll know what chords I want or what bass line and what instruments. And then I'll send it over to my producer, Stuart, and he then will hire in session musicians and they'll give me ideas and then we'll bounce off each other. So I think they kind of just help to add to the vision that I already started with and help to just add their little unique bits to it.
You've been working with the producer that has produced music with Elton John, correct?
Yeah, I have.
What's his name? It's Stuart Epps, right?
Stuart Epps.
Very cool. And who else has he worked with besides Elton?
Oh, there's a long list. He's worked with so many. Kiki D, I think. I think he's worked with Led Zeppelin before.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's done a lot of amazing people. He's a really nice guy as well, and he knows so many people in the music industry. He actually got my saxophone player on both of these singles is called Frank Mead, and he's worked with some amazing people. He's had an amazing music history, and that was thanks to Stuart that I found him.
So how did you come to work with Stuart? Was he referred to you by somebody, or did you just meet him somewhere?
When I was about 10, I was at a Christmas party from a family friend, and I was singing All I Want for Christmas, and he said to my mom that he loves my voice and that if I ever write music that I have to contact him, and she contacted him for me about a year ago, maybe a bit less, and then he loved my music. I played him Run Away With Me. That was my first single I played him, and he instantly wanted to work on it.
That's an awesome story. That's great to hear.
It worked out really well. I was lucky.
Yeah. I mean, do you agree, people meet certain people along the way for a reason, right?
100%. And it's all at the right timing, definitely.
And you never know, what's going to happen once you meet that person.
No,
like what happened with
exactly.
you met a guy who's worked with all these brilliant artists, and now he's helping you to put out your music. And I'm telling you, it sounds great. I think you're gonna have a bright future
Thank you
writing and
so much.
recording songs. You're
I
welcome.
really hope so.
Can you share any upcoming projects, tours, or collaborations that you're excited about?
Oh, at the moment, to be honest, I'm just working on sorting out all my basic things. Like I'm sorting out my website and all the admin things I need to properly get going. But we're getting together, hopefully, we, as in me and Stuart, a band. And that I'm excited for because then we're going to start looking at tours and concert dates and things like that. And then as many shows and song releases as possible.
Any plans to return to the U.S. to perform?
I would love to, absolutely love to. I love the US. I go there every year pretty much, and I have
Oh,
loads of friends and family there. So I would love to come and see you guys.
that would be great if you came to the U.S. I mean, there's plenty of places in New York that you could play, and
I would happily do that. Yeah.
L.A. definitely. There's probably a lot of great venues there as well. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
that would be
cool.
incredible. I've just got to try and find places to perform and then I'll be there.
Awesome. Maybe you could even come to Myrtle Beach. I know there's a couple of
I
venues
will.
here too that
Really
you could
would. Yeah.
probably play
You can
at.
come see me perform.
I would if you did. I would come see you. I'd take my wife. Would probably have a great time.
Amazing.
Now, in addition to your music career, you're passionate about mental health advocacy and teaching English to children in Nepal. Those experiences must be incredibly and rewarding. I'm curious to know how these roles have shaped your perspective on life and creativity.
I think since I was little, because I had quite an uprooted childhood, I've always been quite melancholic and deep, and that's why I've been able to create so much. But I've also been very empathetic, and I've been able to feel a lot of sadness for other people that hurt. And I've always known that I've wanted to help people in a way that I could. And then when I was a teenager, from 15 to 17, I really struggled with my mental health, and I was in hospital. And when I came out of it and found music again, I think I just decided that I want to try use it to spread as much good as I can, because I can talk about what I believe in and spread happiness with my music, hopefully.
Yeah, that's great. I think music is medicine for everybody, especially those who struggle with mental health.
I think so too. It really is. It's really gotten me through, yeah, more than anything else has, to be honest. I've never done therapy. I've done therapy. I've never completed therapy, but I've written music and it's done the same thing for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I think therapy is great for people, who are hurting on the inside, because sometimes it's not easy to talk to your family about it because they may
Yeah,
not
of course.
understand it. It's good to get, somebody who's outside your inner circle, to talk to, you know what I mean? Because they're not judging you. They're just listening to you.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that makes sense. Now, outside of music, what do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies?
I love to paint and draw. I love doing art. I love dancing. I love spending time with my family as well. I'm a bit of a girl of many hobbies, to be honest. I like doing a bit of everything. I like making clothes and designing clothes. I'm very creative, so anything creative really, and
Do you,
helping people.
yeah. Do you design the outfits that you wear, like when you perform and stuff?
Sometimes I do when I can, when I have the time for it, to be honest. I only got back from volunteering in Nepal about a month ago, and I've been pretty fully busy then. I've done gigs and I've released the single and had to record the video. So hopefully now I'll have time to do it all.
And as far as the art goes, you draw or you paint or do both?
I do both, yeah. I'm hoping to, for one of my next album covers, do my own artwork.
That would be pretty cool. Now, do you display your art anywhere, like on a website or anything like that, or a blog?
No, but you're onto something there. I will put that on my website that I'm making at the moment.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Maybe you could sell even some of the pieces too, right?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Do you have a website or a social media platform that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, I am working on my website right now, but it will be up hopefully by the end of the week.
Okay.
I have Instagram, and that is amber.may_official. And on that is the link to all of my iTunes, my Spotify, and my YouTube and everything else.
You're on TikTok too, right?
I am, yeah. That's all linked there. So it should be Amber May Official or Amber-May.
Awesome. Is there anything you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about today?
No, Not that I can think of, but just thank you so much for having me and listening to my music, and it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. I appreciate you coming on the show. Like I said, I really love your music, and I see a bright future for you. And anytime you want to come back on the show, maybe when you put out a full-length album or something like that, I'd love to have you back on and chat with you about it.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much.
All right, Amber. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, all right?
Thank you very much. You too.
All right. You take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Big thanks to Amber for dropping in today. It was great chatting with you. Make sure to follow her on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Also, stay tuned for her brand new website that's about to launch. But before we head out, let's listen to another one of her tracks titled Run Away With Me.
Baby, you should run away with me. I bet you're tired of this scene, yeah. Who knows what we will come to be if you run away with me, yeah. I know it may seem a bit obscene to ask you to follow me blindly, yeah. Trust me, I'll give you what you need. You run away with me, yeah. Honey, do you know that you're so sweet? Something about you makes me weak. I'm dying to see what's underneath. If you run away, 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 away with me, tell me what you wanna see. I'll take you where you wanna be, yeah. No need to worry about a thing if you come away with me, yeah. What you got to lose, boy? Do you wanna be my new toy? Can you be my baby? 'Cause without you I go crazy. Honey, do you know that you're so sweet? Something about you makes me weak. I'm dying to see what's underneath. If you run away, 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 away with me. Honey, do you know that you're so sweet? Something about you makes me weak. I'm dying to see what's underneath. If you run away, 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 away with me. Run away with me. Oh no, run away. Run away with me. I'm away with me.
The Record Machine Show is a weekly radio podcast produced by Jimmy Howell Productions. All rights reserved. For information regarding distribution or adding this podcast to your website, please visit our contact page at therecordmachineshow.com to submit your request. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Record Machine Show. The Record Machine Show.